He was probably my #1 fan. I couldn't have had a person that was more biased towards anything that I did. So when I got drafted to Melbourne, it was one of his sort of proudest moments. But from then on, he'd drive up in his convertible from down on the peninsula, and he'd be at training sessions and always critiquing how I was going. And we had a really, really strong relationship. If I was thinking negatively or self-doubting, he'd be able to get me back up or tell me where I needed to get better for next week. Initially, it was sort of like he had a stroke, and then from there it just spiralled downhill. And obviously, with his age being over 80, it sort of happened probably quicker than someone that's a little bit fitter or stronger. And but yeah, it's one of the worst things I've seen. It's obviously doctors telling you that in his mind he's completely right, but as it wears on, your body just completely shuts down, which is sort of hard to fathom, but it's bloody hard to watch, that's for sure. Well, that's the portrait there that I decided to go with, and at the time I didn't have anywhere near as many tattoos, but it was just more of a tribute thing, just knowing that at some stage in the pretty near future I was going to lose him, and seeing as we couldn't communicate verbally, I wanted to sort of just show him how much he actually meant to me. And the day I sort of showed him, at the time he couldn't speak at all, and it's sort of probably the lasting memory that I really have of a real sort of key moment. And you could just see him trying to sort of say what he wanted to say in his eyes and how much it meant to him, and it was just a pretty surreal moment for me. But I don't know if he'd accept with the amount of tattoos I've got now, but he's certainly accepted that one, and yeah, it's something I'll never forget. I guess seeing Neil brought back a lot of memories for me. I just love his bravery and his courage, really. It's what sets him apart, I think. He had the opportunity to wallow in his self-pity and get angry and blame people, but instead, at some stage, he said he had to get up and fight, and the awareness that he's raising at the moment is doing that, and he's right at the front fighting away and obviously looking for a cure, and that's the inspiration to us.